I'm probably just talking if no one's watching. Didn't get to make a lunchtime video today because I was just in a hurry trying to eat and all that stuff and whatnot. But I wanted to come on and you guys for a little bit because I haven't talked to you in a while, and I wanted to let you know that I'm going to be making a video tonight and all that stuff. But I wanted to wait for some people to get up in here at least, because I'm trying to get some filming of the sky a little bit, because there's a lot going on up here. There's a whole lot going on. Who do we got? I should turn my brightness up actually. Can't see, I kind of just started doing this. Alright, let's see what we got. Truth is freedom, what's up my man? You guys, check this out. Let me see if I can flip this around. Look at him go, man. Look at him. I don't even know if I could zoom in right now. Oh yeah, look at him go. And his buddy he already passed. They've been spraying like this all day long. All day long. Look, he's about to intersect right there. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. I'm drinking my coffee, so I'm like trying to steady out. Boom, he just crossed. I don't know if you guys could see that. Oh, I did not know you were a girl. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I actually just learned that. I do apologize for that. You guys are looking at the ground right now. I apologize for that. I really am sorry. I did not know that. And that's my fault for assuming. So, you know what they say about that. I'm an ass. Sorry about that. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I didn't have too bad of a day. Just, I did a lot of sky watching at work. Here, look at this. Look at all that over there. Something is going on, guys. Something weird is going on to where, and look at these ones over here. Check this out. Look how this one, if you can see it. I'm trying to see if I can zoom in. If you can see this one curving. It like comes down like this and curves that way. I don't know if you can see it. Leah, I am so sorry, even though you said no apology necessary. You guys see how this one's curved? No, look, comes down, and then he kind of, you know, and then you got all this going on up in here. Yeah, the spraying is always above the clouds, and look, he intersected over there, and now, and you know what? They cover a whole lot of ground so fast, man. They cover so much ground so fast. Like 1 minute I seen one, he might have been like over that way a little bit last night, and I was talking to Reagan for a little bit, and I look up because I thought he might have just been like right here, but no, he was all the way across the sky. And you want to know something? There's a baseball game going on right now, and every single one of those people over there are just looking down at their phones. Not one person looks up at the sky ever. I never see anybody looking up at the sky. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I was gonna make like a video and then upload it, kind of doing what I'm doing now, but then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go live. I'm just gonna get on there and just talk and whatnot. I haven't talked to you guys in a while. We're gonna do a real live stream on Saturday. We're gonna be going over Behold a Pale Horse. But yeah, I didn't do a lunchtime video today because I had a lot of work to do. I was really hungry, so I was just trying to eat a whole bunch of food and hurry up and try to get back in. What do you guys got going on in your areas? Central Ohio? Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I guarantee they're actually heading your way, Justine. They're heading your way right now because, well, I'm looking north. So this is east, and that's where he's going right now. And there's a big X in the sky. Check this out. Maybe I could zoom in. I'm not sure. There's a big old X in the sky, and they've been covering, like, it's insane. And if I stand here long enough, you know what? I'll see another one come through. I can't really see the sun, because obviously you're not supposed to, like, look at the sun like a moron. But here I am, looking at the sun like an idiot. So I got my shades on. Pittsburgh, you're not that far away from me, my friend. Pittsburgh is about, I would say Pittsburgh is about 45 minutes if I'm driving like 80 miles an hour. Yeah, not that far. Actually, you know where Jefferson County's at? That's where I am. Never told anybody where I lived, on here at least. You notice how it just got really dark here? Look at this. Look how dark it just got. I don't know what the hell is going on lately. Charleston, West Virginia. I actually know where that's at. I've been down there before. I've been down in Charleston. Yep, Jefferson County, that's where I'm at right now. That's where I live. Who else is in here? Whoa, 3:36 a.m. where you're at, my man. That's crazy. In Thailand. Got some rain going on today. I bet they sprayed last night. I'm waiting to see another one because I know they're going to be coming. Like, they usually come from, like, over by the river. There's just been a lot of weird stuff going on. And I was talking to Tim yesterday on the phone. And, well, I originally called him because I was, I was wanting to know how he was doing the time-lapse thing on his phone. And, Lorain, Ohio, I know where that's at, yeah. And Akron, yeah, I know where that's at. That's probably about maybe an hour or so from where I'm at. I live near Steubenville. You guys know where that's at, Steubenville? I live near there. Very near to there, actually. I hear a lot of military craft going on at night. We hear it every single night. I've actually trained myself to listen past couple years. So I know what commercial airlines sound like, and I know what friend of yours lived in Lorraine. Yeah, I think that's a little further away. I think it is. But I usually know what commercial jets sound like, and you know, like spray jets and military choppers. There was actually a guy that I was watching, Jimmy Doria. I'm not sure if he's in here. He could be in here because he watches my stuff. He got a lot of good footage of spraying and military footage going on. What are you looking at me for? Why are you looking at my house, man? Keep going. Get out of here, weirdos. People just driving by, like, looking at my house, like, staring at me. Like, that's weird. It reminds me of one time this guy came up. We were sitting out in the car in the morning, like, waking up before he went to work, smoking a cigarette, and this guy walks right up to my window, man. Right up to the window, and he's like, "Hey, do you smoke cigarettes?" As I'm smoking a cigarette, and I'm like, "Yeah, actually." And he's like, "Oh, can I have one?" And I'm like, "Sure," because, you know, I'm a nice person, even though you could take that whatever way you want. You know, like, am I a nice person for giving somebody something that will kill them? That's a different story for a different time. But I told him, I said, "You know, you're not supposed to walk up on people, right?" And I was just, like, caught off guard by the whole thing. It was like 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, what's going on here? Carol got blocked again? What do you mean, on YouTube? You've been to Steubenville, Justine? Well, then you were about 10 minutes away from where I live. I didn't do it. It's different from the rest. My boyfriend cannot hear it, but I can. Well, I hope that he's on the same page as you are, Leah. I really do. Like, if Reagan wasn't on the same page as me, I don't know what I would do. But that's what I told you guys before. Whenever I was trying to court her, you know, because I'm old school and I do that still, I showed her 9/11 truth videos, and I was like, "What do you think of this?" And she was like, "Yeah, they're fucked up." That's what she said. And I was like, "Yep, you are the one that I want. Please be mine." 10 years later. Oh, yeah, Tim's videos have been on point. That's what I wanted to talk about, too. I called Tim yesterday. Well, I asked him. I said, "Hey, man, you got a minute to talk?" And he was like, "Sure, man. Just give me like 10 minutes. And so, you know, I called him up, and we ended up talking for about an hour. I told him I only wanted to talk to him for a minute because I wanted to ask him about the what's it called, the time-lapse thing on his phone, which turns out I don't have the capabilities on my phone, of course. But I'm waiting for one of them planes to come by because I know he will. They've been spraying all day long. Like, it's crazy. Crazy. But I ended up talking to him about a whole bunch of stuff, and we were just running through like different scenarios, like things that are going on, uh, what this could mean. And I think he's right. I think that something's going on with the skies, because I've been watching the skies like crazy. Let's see. World-ending tsunamis. Tim put out a video of world-ending tsunamis. I don't think I've seen that one. And yeah, I seen all the hail and stuff going on down in Texas. Carol's video, they're really hitting us with the weather. And you know what? If you go up to random people and you ask them about like what they think of like the weather lately, they'll just say, "Oh, it's been crazy. I haven't seen anything like this," or they'll say climate change or something like that. And I said, "Okay, so you believe that the climate just, after all this time, all these thousands of years, climate just randomly changes on its own like crazy, but you won't believe that man is manipulating weather, even though we have all the patents, all the documents to show that that is factual." So I don't even know what to say to people anymore. I mean, I got a bunch of people at work watching my videos now, which is cool. Look at this. Look at this. You might be able to see this now. I'm not sure if you guys can see the hue around the clouds up there, because the sun's kind of dimmed out now, but look at all those chemicals. Look how fast it's moving across the sky. Here, let me try to zoom in a little bit. You guys see that? You guys see that? Look how quick these chemicals are moving across the sky. That's why I really want to get some kind of good camera with like some time-lapse capabilities or something. I really want to do that. Look how low this is. The actual clouds up high aren't really moving that fast, and these are moving south. But the other clouds are stationary, and it actually looks like they're moving north. I'm not sure what the hell is going on, but you could tell that looks like smoke. I mean, we know exactly what it is, right? We know it's barium, strontium, aluminum, lithium, all of it, zirconium. What else is there? Sulfur. You could see the lithium actually late at night. Not like late at night. The sun's going down. Lithium, it burns red. So like sometimes you could see like a red hue off the trails, but at nighttime, if you look like around the sun, I'm not talking about like the pink sky, pink at night, sailor delight, that type of thing, and pink in the morning, sailor take warning, that whole. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the actual like red as a stop sign or like a Folgers coffee can. It's like sometimes you can see them coming off the trails and whatnot. I'm waiting to see one of these planes come by, but check this out. Check this out. Look all the way over here. You guys see that haze? The white haze that's over across the way? Ain't that something? Yeah, the whole world is affected. And you know what? That's another thing I wanted to talk about. I was going to address it in my video tonight because I got some good stuff for you guys later on. I've been hearing a lot of people, man, they've been like trying to tell me like, "Oh, this is the Democrat agenda, and the Democrats are doing this, and Trump's coming back and all this stuff," which we know it's all just trivial crap, like it keeps the masses busy, right? We know that. We know what they do. We know their tactics, and we know them well. That's why we're able to see this and to understand what's going on. I get in, not arguments, but I kind of debates with people back and forth. Like, I never have any hard feelings toward them because for some reason people nowadays, if you disagree with them, they're ready to just cut you out of their life. And I partially blame, social media for that because, if you disagree with somebody online, you can push a button and say, "You know what, I don't have to talk to you anymore." Bam. When back in the old days, you talk to people face to face, you can't do that. You have to face them and actually like talk it out. And people were a lot more hardened back then. But people have been trying to tell me like, "Oh, it's the Democrats and this and that," and I always ask them one question, and you guys should ask them this question too next time you have a conversation with someone like that. If it's only the Democrat agenda, then how is this affecting the entire world? And watch how blank they'll go. They'll be like, I had this one dude tell me like, "Oh, the swamp is very deep, and and Donald Trump was trying to stop all of it, and this and that. And oh yeah, Trump is still pushing the jab. He spearheaded it. When people try to tell me, Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that, I'm like, oh, you mean Mr. Operation Warp Speed? This is the greatest vaccine that we ever had in the world, and no other president has got any vaccine this quick, and I did, and then I did. Like, whatever he did. I mean, he's stupid, man. He's so stupid. And it was actually a very, very good move on their part. A very good move on their part to do that, because it literally pacified an entire group of people. Like, everyone thought, like, somebody else is taking care of it. I don't have to. I don't have to watch anything. Trump and his team, right? The QAnon team, right? They're taking care of everything, and all we have to do is sit here and do nothing. And well, check this out, guys. Look at this little ass flower right here. Look at that. That's life, man. That's life. That looks like one of them ones that come up through the cement. You ever see that? You ever see flowers and stuff come up through the cement? I'm so amazed by that every time, and I'm like, life is incredible, man. Life is incredible. A little weak piece of grass or a weed or a flower or something grows and cracks through the concrete. That's God, man. That's God. There ain't no other explanation for that. There ain't no other explanation for that. Yep, you're right. Take the guns first, due process later. I referenced people to those quotes before. I said, yeah, what about when he said that? Or he said, how about take the firearms first and then worry about due process? Which, I mean, anybody with a brain would know. Due process is like what they have to do before they punish you, right? Because they have to bring evidence against you, because in this country we're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, right? Wrong. Not anymore. Of course, we know that. Yep. In this new world that we find ourselves in, it is very, very different. And it's a lot different even from 10 years ago. But there's people that are way older than me. Some of you guys are way older than me. Most of you guys are probably way older than me. And people that were alive before 9/11, even like back in the 80s, 70s, they said it was totally different. And that's why I always say, man, I wish I was born 100 years earlier. I wish I could have been born in 1894. Right? Right, Moto J, right, man, right. They know about the Act of 1871. They know that this country was turned into a corporation with corporation limits, with CEOs and, which president and whatnot. But they still fall for like the whole Trump thing. And then you'd be like, if you believe that and you actually knew about that, then you would know that you can't even get near the political arena. You would never even get near the nomination or anything. And again, I ask people, how many times did you hear about Joe Jorgensen on television during the election? They're like, wait, who? Exactly. Yeah, you didn't hear her name once, unless they were just saying like, oh, she's running too. Like, yep, the Smith-Mundt Act, they repealed that. So now they, even though they've been using propaganda on us, they repealed the Smith-Mundt Act, and now they can actually legally use propaganda on U.S. citizens, which technically is still illegal under the Constitution and all of that, but that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. Uh, Joe Jorgensen was the Libertarian Party. There was this guy for the Green Party. I think his name was Tom something. I forget. I forget his name exactly. But yeah, he was. And yes, we are chosen to live through these times. Absolutely. I don't think any other generation that's ever lived before could even handle what we're handling right now. And even though it doesn't seem that bad yet, even though it is pretty bad, I think that we're bred for it. We're bred to withstand it. And people that are in this community, and not just in the community of people that I have or Tim has, just all of us in general, man. Tim keeps saying that we were all called together. I believe that too. I absolutely believe that. And we were talking about that yesterday. And I sent him the, you guys know about the Well, the first one was in August of 2017, but I was telling him about like, because we started talking about all kind of stuff like sun phases, moon phases, cycles and whatnot, and this and that. And I was like, well, you know about the eclipses, don't you? And he's like, oh, what do you mean? And I was like, you remember the Great American Eclipse back in 2017, like the one that came through the whole country? I was like, you probably sat outside and watched it with your kids. And he's like, oh, yeah, yeah. And I was like, well, there's one coming in April of 2024. And this one comes straight down through the United States, like in the Midwest. And if you look at the trajectory of both of them, it literally makes a giant X over the United States. Like, I feel like personally, I think that that's God saying, like, this is the tribulation. Because I personally believe, now this is my belief, you don't have to agree with that. You can or you can't. I hope I'm wrong about this, but I feel it. That first eclipse marked the beginning of the tribulation, because if you look at the first eclipse and the second, that's 7 years in between. That's 7 years exactly. And what does it say in the Bible? What does it say? It says that the sun and the skies are to be, and the moon are to be used for signs. Number one, signs. Read your Bible. It says it. Signs, seasons, and time. It's signs is number one though, above everything else. So the first one was in 2017. The next one's in 2024. And you know what? That lines right up with Deagle.com 2025 and the population projections and all that. And it would make a lot of sense. And everything that's been going on from that time until, well, the halfway point we're in right now, actually, we're about 3 years in. And you could argue that this has been 3.5 years of peace. Even though it's not really been peace, it's been rather peaceful for the people at large, like you and I right now. You're probably sitting on your computer. I'm walking around in my yard talking to you guys, you know. But this next 3.5 years is going to be insane. It's going to be ridiculous. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look, what I tell you. What I tell you. Sorry, you guys are... The chat's in the way I can't see. Look at him go. You guys see him? You guys see him up there? I don't know if I'm getting him because of the chat. Am I getting him? Where is he? He's going up. Look how fast he's going. I hope I'm getting him. I can't really see. Man, he is covering some ground. He is going so fast. He is flying, man. Look at him. Literally and figuratively, he is flying. Holy crap. See, I told you. I told you they cover mad ground, man. They cover so much ground. And look at this creeping up. Look at all that haze that's creeping up. It's coming this way, right overhead. By 6 p.m., I'm going to walk outside and it is going to be covered. So, yeah. And there's definitely some more. There's going to be some more, I'm sure. But something weird has been going on with the sun lately, you know? Like, the sun used to be... I remember when I was a kid. And I remember this specifically because I was obsessed. For some reason, I was obsessed with the sun and the moon and weather and all of that. And I would tell my mom, like, look, Mom, the sun's coming up. Or, look, Mom, the moon's coming up. And, hey, time out. Sorry, I had to interrupt myself again. Look at this guy. He's doing a curved one. Look at him. Look at this. What is going on, man? And he's scooting too. Look at these criminals. What is happening? Look, he's going to go right there. He made a turn. He made a turn. He's going to come right up by the sun. Look at this guy, man. Look at him. Look how fast he's going. Just like the other one. Look, he's about to come up in this little thing of clouds. Let's watch him for a minute. Let's watch him for a minute. Oh, good, the sun's going away. We'll be able to see a little better. Look at that, boom. We're about to see him peek back out the other side. But he made that turn down there. Look, you can see where he turned his sprayers on. Look at that. I hope I'm getting it. The chat's in the way. Look at that. He turned them on right there. Oh, look, look, here he comes. Here he comes. He's about to peek out the other side. Ready for it? Ready for it? There he is. There he is. How you doing, traitor? You're killing your own family. You are killing your own family, and you don't even realize it. You don't even know what you're doing, dude. You don't even know what you're doing. Look at these freaks, man. Look at them. I don't know what's going on with this camera. Look at that line, guys. Look, he turned them on down here. Look, he turned them on right there. Comes up. Boom, cuts across. Look how much ground he covered already. Look at that. Holy. What is going on, man? And I guarantee there's going to be more. And this whole haze over here is just creeping up. Like, it's really creeping up. I've been watching it all day. Oh, look, here's one, guys. Look at this one. Look at that. You tell me something ain't going on? Have you seen him spraying like this before? Lately? Look at that. Look at the stream on him. That's a big stream and he's low. What is happening? I'm freaking out right now. I'm freaking out. What is going on? Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at the stream on him. I can see the plane itself. It's white. Oh, man. Okay, so you got that guy, right? And you come over here. Wait, where's he at? I see him up there. I don't know if you guys can see him. Look at this. Look at this guy. You're a traitor. You're killing your own family. You don't even realize it. Oh, I'm going to get done with work today. I'm going to spray these guys. I'm going to go home and have dinner with my wife and daughter. After I kill them, of course, because that's what I'm doing right now. Man, these people need to find God, man. And look at my yard, guys. Hold on, time out. Let me turn it around. Look at my yard. Look at all my dead grass. Look. I cut it like once every 2 weeks now. Look at this. This is my yard. My beautiful yard, man. And it's just, look. What is going on? And there's like so much. Oh, look, he just crossed over. There's the moon. You know, the moon that's supposed to be on the other side of the world right now, but it's actually, according to the space people, you know, the globers, that moon should be in Australia or something right now. But no, it's in direct sight of the sun. It's right there. That's not the other side of the world. That's not the other side of the world. So people, they don't listen to this stuff. They don't understand anything. They don't think like, the moon should be on the total opposite side of the world right now, but for some reason it's in my same field of vision. Oh yeah, I gotta put these shades back on because I'm trying to do some sky watching. It's bright. This is fun. Okay, let's see. Why do some have absolutely no trail same day? Some of them, I believe, they don't spray. Some of them just don't. They just fly through. But a lot of them, you know, they do spray. And they leave that terrible, terrible film over the sky. And Tim's been getting some pretty good footage lately. I don't know if you guys have been watching him. I don't know if I have people on here that don't watch Tim, but you really should go watch him. I'll try to leave a link whenever I'm done here. But I actually need to run in my house real quick and get a cigarette. I'm complaining about the poison in the sky, but I smoke cigarettes. Ain't that something? Yeah, people tell me that. They're like, oh, what do you care? You smoke cigarettes. Like, I don't care about myself. I have a 2-year-old nephew. I care about him. You know, he doesn't do anything like that. He's an innocent little baby. He's like the joy of my life. Like, I love watching him run around, and I absolutely love being around him. And I literally almost break down in tears in front of my whole family every time I look at him, because I just think of what's happening to this world. And I just, am I even going to get to watch him grow up? Am I going to get to watch? Look at this guy. He's far away. Here, wait. I'm going to see if I can get him. He's coming like this way. You guys see that one? He's going through the clouds right now. I'm going to try to zoom in. Maybe I can get him. But you see what I'm talking about? Like, you see how there's so much spraying going on in the Ohio Valley. I saw somebody on one of Dabu's videos said they were from the Ohio Valley, and a lot of spraying going on. And I don't know if they watch me, but I told them, like, hey man, I live in the Ohio Valley, watch my stuff. Like, I've only been doing this a couple months, but I think I'm doing all right. At least I hope so. Anyway, just trying to do my duty, right? As a patriotic young man. At least I would hope. But yeah, I'll show you guys, like, it's not just my grass. Like, it's the grass, like, all the way. Here, I'll take you guys on a walk. Give me a minute. Let me go in the house really quick. Let me run in here real fast. Hey, I'm live right now. I'm gonna go walk around the block real quick. Alright. Yeah, because you should see how many planes are going by right now. Like, you should see, like, how bad they're spraying right now. It's ridiculous. Like, it's almost unreal. Sorry, guys. You're gonna have to see, like, what's going on here. Alright. Let's go take a walk. Why is this, like, doing this or something? Oh, no, I don't know. I'm on my Wi-Fi right now. I don't know if it'll cut out if I try to go somewhere. Oh, yeah, they've been controlling the weather forever. You guys remember those old videos from, you guys remember the old videos from, like, back in, like, the 50s and 60s where they were making the rain clouds from the boats, and they were, like, you know, shooting off all this, they called it a cloud maker, and then later on that day it would rain. That's when they were amateurs at it. I wonder if that's military. Kind of has a low enough hum to where it could be. I wanted to take you guys on a walk. I should have started doing this live when I'm not on my Wi-Fi. You think if I turn my Wi-Fi off real quick, that'll end the thing? I hope it don't. What do you guys think? Do you think it'll cut? If I turn the Wi-Fi off right now, you think it'll cut before it flips over to the... You know what? We're going to try it. If not, then I'll go live again. Okay, I'm going to try to turn... We still on? All right, we're good. All right, guys, we're going for a walk. Still here? Anyone? Anyone want to tell me if we're still here? I'm going to show you guys some stuff. Wheel of Misfortune. I like that, actually. I like that. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I'm not sure about that. Here, check this out. Look at this dead grass. Look at this. This is like a little area, like they got like the bus garage over here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this grass. That's brown. Look. You can hear the crunch of my feet. And we've had rain. We've had rain, and it's damn near a desert out here. And I blame the spray lines, because that's exactly what it is. And you know what? I'd like to talk to some farmers. If you guys know any farmers, or if any one of you are any farmers, I would like to know how the crops are doing this year. What do we know? What have we known this whole time? that they're going to go after the food. What did they just go after recently? They went after the gas. That's what happens when you live in like a half country, half city type thing. You get people riding dirt bikes on the street. I actually wish I had a dirt bike. That'd be pretty awesome. Throw a backpack and a rifle on, man. It'd be like Mad Max. Not really. It's pretty funny though. But they're going after the food. They're going after they just tested the resilience of the pipelines and whatnot. And I've actually been hearing reports. Now, I don't know if this is true, so take this with like a, who do we got on here? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not sure if the planes have fuel in the wings or not. I'm not sure about that, but you can see the tankers. You can see the tanks are when they spray and stuff. But I also heard reports that they are going to start with like war games, like actual war game scenarios. Like a lot of people are saying that it's possible that, you know, based on predictive programming and things that we've seen, you know, like 9/11 type predictive programming, a lot of people have been saying that a U.S. naval carrier might be sank in the near future. I'm not sure what that would mean, honestly. They could use that to justify going to war. And here's something for you. Not a lot of people think about this. What would happen right now if they wanted to totally just come down on us like we know they want to? Think about all the laws that they've changed in the last 40, 50 years on the draft. Do you know women can now get drafted into the war? Absolutely. You know, equality, right? Women can now be drafted into war. And they also increased the age of the draft. It used to be like, I'd say 35, 40 was the cutoff limit. Now the age is well above that. Absolutely. And pretty much everybody can get drafted, actually. Trans people, women can. I'm not sure about younger kids like 16, 17. I haven't heard anything about that. How you doing? Yeah, there's terrible soil in Ohio. Like I thought about planting like some tomatoes or some like lettuce or something this year, but I don't think it'll do well. I really don't. Spaceship, sort of, see a plane. Yeah, I've actually seen a plane stay completely still in flight. I've seen that before. Yeah, as weird as that sounds, people probably wouldn't believe that, but I have seen that 100%. And you know what? All the water has been dirtier now too, and the rain has been a lot dirtier because whenever our heating and air conditioning unit went out, I told you guys about that. It's all fixed now, thank God. But we had to buy a window AC. Now, it was brand new, and it was white, so it was brand new, slick, no dirt on it whatsoever. It rained one time. One time it rained, and the raindrops were literally brown, like actual brown raindrops. How you doing? And I was like, this is like, I would like to really test out some of those samples. Like that whistleblower that came out, that Kristen Megan woman, she was, you know, talking about testing samples of soil and stuff. I would really like to test samples and whatnot. This is a spiritual battle, and anybody that doesn't believe that, I mean, there's a lot of people that don't believe in, like, you know, the spirit world anyway, and they don't understand like the whole frequency thing. But you literally, you wouldn't be alive right now if it wasn't for the spirit. You wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for God. Like, how can you look around? Like, look at this. There's the Ohio River. How could you look at all of this and just think that all of this happened by accident? How? Wait till this car goes by. I'll show you guys. How's it going? Look at this. This is how close I live to the river. I actually walked around the block, so it's actually a lot closer than that. But how could you look at all of this and think that this is all just on accident? And you're looking at West Virginia right now, actually. Like, that is the northern panhandle of West Virginia. Oh, I know. That's what we've been talking about. The sky's ridiculous. We just watched like 3 or 4 of them go by, and look at this haze. Look at this haze. Look at that. And it's all coming this way. There ain't even no blue sky down there. Look over here. The only little bit of blue we got is right there by the moon, if I can zoom in on it. I hope I'm getting it, actually. It's very faint, but you can kind of see the moon. Where's it at? It's like up a little bit. Yeah, there's a whole lot of chemicals in the sky. It's actually what prompted me to come on here and, okay, camera, flip. That's actually what prompted me to come on here and start talking to you guys, because I was just going to do like a regular video. And I was going to just make like a 5-minute video or whatever. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to go live, because I'm just going to show people real time what's going on. And I knew that there were going to be a whole bunch of planes coming by. Now look at this. Look at the difference. And people tell me that there's no, okay, you see this? Right? Now look over here. Now you tell me if you think that's natural. I mean, I know what you guys think, of course. Oh man, I wish I could have seen what a normal sky looked like. I don't even think they were normal back when I was young, and I was born in '94. So I probably would have been starting to develop memories in maybe '97, '98. And I only remember very vaguely before 9/11. I remember the world before, like how it was even like 2 or 3 years after, before the national security state was built. But I wish I could have seen what the regular sky looks like. I wish I could have. Let me read what you guys are saying. Let's see. Days of deception. Oh yeah, everything is deception. All of it. I got people that tell me that none of that stuff is real, man. They're like, they're not spraying the sky. Why would they do that? And I just look at them and just shake my head, because if you don't know by now, chemtrails was like, I was talking about that in like 7th grade. And I'm 27 years old right now. So if you don't know at least about chemtrails, then I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. And if you don't know about New World Order or the Freemasons or anything like that in general, if you haven't got past whatever they're teaching people now to believe, I really don't know what to tell you. I don't. And most people are, well, just like on the video the other night, what I was reading, most people now are concerned with, especially people my age, drugs, sex, and just entertainment in general. That's it. That's it. And that was the whole point of the drug war, of course. Everyone knows that too. CIA is the biggest importer of drugs in the United States. And the goal was to, get as many people addicted to drugs as they could. And in every single area, even in your guys' area on your local news, everybody knows that there are a lot of drugs, especially around my area. There are a whole lot of drugs. There are a lot of people doing a lot of different drugs. And that's the point, because, what how's your brain when you're on drugs? I have no idea. I wish I did, but I guarantee it's not very good. How is your critical thinking skills? Not very good. What are you concerned with? What are you thinking about? Most people on drugs, they think about drugs. Let's see here. Trying to wake him up. Who needs woke up? Arguing with someone in your comment. I had this guy, he tried telling me, he was like, oh, hold on, let me show you guys this. Look at this blue cloud. This cloud is blue. Wait. I can't really zoom in. I'm trying. Guys, give me a minute. This cloud is blue. I don't know if you could see it, but it's like a purple, dark blue. And then you got this guy right here. The trail right there. Right in front of the sun. But I had this guy telling me about like perception. And he was telling me about, oh, if you would go, he's like, if you would go 10 miles east or something, those wouldn't be in front of the sun. They would be in a different spot. And like, okay, the certain trails that I'm looking at that are going in front of the sun, okay, yeah, those ones, if I move positions, obviously they would be off to the side a little bit, but that's why they spray in all different directions at all different altitudes. Like the same people seeing what I'm seeing here. Like yesterday, I was talking to Tim. I was like, dude, I'm watching him go right in front of the sun right now. And he's like, I'm watching the same thing right in front of the sun. And I was like, you're in Indiana. I'm in Ohio. That's a whole state away. Like a state and a half. Because I'm all the way on the other side of Ohio. So, yeah. And it's still in front of the sun because obviously we know that they've mastered mathematics. They have all of their little minions that think they're doing well for the world. Because that's what they tell them. Like, that's another thing people try to say. They're like, oh, you think all these people would be involved if they knew what was going on? You think they would all be involved in something this sinister? Yeah, if they didn't know and they thought what they were doing was for the betterment of the world and for the betterment of humanity, absolutely. And that's what they tell them. You think they tell the police, hey, you're going to go and you're going to clamp down on the population, you're going to keep people and beat them into submission. No, what do they call them? Heroes. You're helping. You're helping to keep people safe by jailing them and beating the shit out of them and murdering people sometimes. But yeah, it's kind of just in that white haze. It's in the time that we've been talking. Check this out. Yo, what up? That white haze has moved all the way up my way. Look at that. Look in front of the sun. That cloud's still there. It ain't moving. It ain't going nowhere. It's literally still. Not moving. Look at this. Look at that. And that is south, so they're not going to get it yet. But it'll be coming, because look at the difference. Look at the change. It starts about right here. This is why I want to do a time lapse in my area. And look at that. Yeah, there's no chemicals filling our sky right now. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Most people still care about material possessions. You can never be free if you care about material possessions. You can never, ever be free if you're involved in this world in any capacity. If you are like in this world and you love this world and we're supposed to be in the world but not of the world, right? If you're in this world and you are of the world, then you're not free. Because true freedom comes from, one, you have to get rid of the fear of death. That's where all the fear comes from. That's where all the fear stems from. All of it. Like, as soon as you conquer that, I told you guys about how I was dead. I was dead for about a minute when my appendix exploded and I was too stubborn to go to the hospital. I was way too stubborn to go to the hospital. And I'm back in my yard now. See, there's my house. I was way too stubborn to go to the hospital. I let it go for like 4 days. And then my appendix exploded. And I had a whole lot of problems with that. You guys probably don't want to hear all the details. But I was septic. And I was literally dead. They told my family that I died for like a minute. And you know what? It ain't nothing. It just feels like I didn't even know. I woke up and I thought I was just asleep. I was having dreams of some sort, I think. I know that I was aware that I was dead, I think. I can't really pinpoint exactly when it happened, but it was for like a full minute. I was just dead. But you know what? It just felt like I was really tired, and then I wanted to go to sleep. I had no fear whatsoever. Whatsoever. So if that helps anybody at all, and I'm actually happy I had that experience. Let me see what you guys are saying. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They're going on with that whole thing. They're saying like, oh, Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Gates and Fauci lied to Congress. Like, you guys are literally just like, it's like what you do to toddlers to get them to not bother you if you're like watching TV or something. You like give them little toys to play with. Like, here, go in the corner and play with this little slinky or something. I don't know. Or what parents do to their children nowadays, which I think is sick. They give them a tablet or they give them like an iPhone or something, and they're like, here you go, take this silent weapon for a quiet war and give it to a 2-year-old. My sister thinks I'm mean, man, because if I see, she gives my nephew that stuff, and if I see him, if I'm over, I walk right up to him and I take it right up out of his hand, and he starts crying and screaming. And she's like, why would you take that off of him? And I said, I'm doing him a favor. I'm doing you a favor. Yeah, yeah, go turn on Barney. Yeah, go turn on Barney. Right, right. But I'll just walk right up to him and take it out of his hands, and I'd start telling her, like, and I've showed her all the patents, I've showed her all that, and I just don't think she cares, honestly. I think she uses it like a lot of people, they use this kind of stuff, like this information that we're trying to put out for, like, entertainment purposes. Like, about the, just people, I don't even know if they have like a name, but they use this types of stuff for entertainment. Like they think it's like interesting, oh, crazy conspiracy theories. This is interesting. I want to know if Elvis is still alive or if this, like, you think this is interesting? This is real life. This isn't interesting. This is serious. Like I tell people that because they think I'd want to hear about potential space aliens out. That's another thing, actually. That's a whole other thing right there that they're coming out with. They're saying that we're like however many weeks away from. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been reading a long time, man. That's like my main thing is just learning, learn, 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 learn. But so they're trying to say now that we're however many weeks away from disclosure, right? And we all know that space aliens are bullshit. We all know this. We know about the false alien invasion. We know about the documents. Actually, in Behold a Pale Horse, Bill Cooper put in the last half of the book all of the documents for how they were going to use an fake alien invasion to try to get the people to come together to form this one world government. And we'll go over all that on Saturday when we do the actual live stream. But yeah, I think something's going to go on with that, but I think it's going to coincide with a lot of different things, actually. Like, I think they're trying to get it to, like, a culmination point to where, like, they can just start hitting us back to back to back to back to back to back. And yes, they are demons. They are interdimensional demons. 100%. I believe that. It's not even if I believe it or not. It's the truth. Like, how else can a book that was written over a span of 2,500 years by a whole bunch of different prophets tell exactly what's going on right now down to the very detail? To the very detail. And I hate the notion that people think that, oh, these people that lived back then, we know so much more now and we're so much smarter now. Says who? Says who? Because I would argue that we are a lot more, well, less intelligent now. I would argue that we outsourced our intelligence to phones. You don't have to remember anything anymore. No, you can just store it on your phone. Oh, you don't have to learn mathematics anymore. You got a calculator in your pocket. Oh, you don't have to know anything at all because I can get on Google right now and look stuff up. Even though the first things on Google that you find aren't the truth about anything, actually. But, yep, fallen angels, 100%. And I think all the depictions and the old hieroglyphics and all that, I think those were fallen angels. People say, reptilian, Anunnaki, from Planet X. Like, all that is No. Wormwood is definitely real. Wormwood is real, but people think that Wormwood and Planet X are the same. They're not the same at all. They're not the same thing at all. Because Planet X would, you know, insinuate that we live on a ball Earth floating in space at some point in time or whatever. Wormwood is exactly what it says in the Bible it is. It's just crazy. Oh, there's a ton of chemicals in the sky, man. It is insane. It literally looks like, in some spots, it looks like cigarette smoke. And look at this. Look at it all coming in front of the sun now. If I can get it to turn around. Am I turned around now? I can't see anything. Yeah. Look at this. Look at that. It's all just creeping up toward the sun. Yes, it is. Oh, TV has absolutely made people stupider ever since it's been out. They literally pander to the lowest common denominator because, okay, if you wanted to make people smarter, then you would pander to the highest common denominator. So you would put things on television that the smartest people in society would be talking about and would be, reading about, learning about, seeing, whatever. But no, when you watch any television show, it doesn't matter. You are watching the literal dumbest things that you could ever watch. And it always reminds me of a quote by Adolf Hitler. He said, "If you want the sympathy of the masses, you must tell them the stupidest and most crude things." And that's the truth. Why do you think so many people like Trump? Oh, he gets out there and he tells them how it is. And just because he tells people how it is doesn't mean he's telling you the truth. Because that dude lied more than anybody. It's insane. It's insane. Oh, yeah, people have spent way too much time with the devil. And they don't try to give themselves any kind of spiritual protection from the devil. They just kind of go through the earth. Like, you remember the old quote? You probably hear it every single day. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he never existed. That was literally his greatest trick that he ever did. Because people are just going through life thinking that none of that's real and they're unaffected by it, when in reality, they are very affected by it. Like the saying that I say all the time. If you stood out in the highway, if I went up on the highway right now and there was a semi truck coming at me, and I could see it, but I turned around and I said, I don't believe it. Nope, don't believe it. Nope, don't believe it. I'm still going to get hit. I'm still going to get hit by that semi truck, even if I don't believe it or not. And that's exactly what's going on today. These people say, like, oh, if I don't believe it, it's not happening. Actually, on the contrary, if you don't believe it, it still is happening. And it doesn't matter if you believe it or not, because it's real life. Crazy. Crazy, man. Just everybody's crazy. And they call us crazy. But they're the ones who are insane. So backwards. So backwards. And now they're saying that, well, at my work, they already announced that people, who are fully protected don't have to wear a mask anymore. But the people that aren't still have to. You know how backwards that is, based on what we really know about that thing, and just based on just everything we know in general. And we sell those stupid masks like through, because I work for the only distribution center in the country for the store that I work for, and on the bag, on the package, it says that these cloth masks are not to be used to prevent any illness whatsoever. They're literally there to make people feel good. It's like a security blanket. Or like, that's everybody right now. Adults walking around sucking their thumb with their security blanket. Oh, man. Man. Oh, man. Let's see what you guys are saying. I actually got to get in the house, so I'm going to end this. Just wanted to come on and... John, what's up, my man, from England? I hope you're doing well. You've been here since day one. Rex Racer, you're right, man. We're not dumber. We're just not taught what we should be taught. But you're right. De-evolution society. Yeah, we are at our, you know, most, well, least intelligent. Klaus Schwab's trying to bring the world together. He really is. And I think that they're really trying to, like, you know, what we see in Shaking My Head Productions videos all the time. You know, that clip from Resident Evil where that guy's talking about the T virus, and we're going to wipe the whole earth out, and we're going to emerge onto a cleansed earth, one that we can rebuild in our image. It's literally straight out of the scriptures, straight out of the Bible. Because, you know, God made us in his image, right? I thought I just seen something. You guys, this camera won't be able to pick it up, but there's a trail way, way, way over there. I'm sure from where those people are standing way down south, maybe like 50 miles or so, I'm sure it's going right in front of the sun. But real quick before I get off here, look at how all this stuff is culminating around the sun. Like, look at that there. Look at all this. It's like it's attracted to it for some reason. And I don't know if you guys can see this. It's like a little hue of like orange, kind of like it's like an orange greenish, just sorta. But look, in the time that we've been talking for the last hour, that chemical haze was all the way over there in the corner. It's right here now. I'm gonna come out here later on. It's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be ridiculous. Yeah, you're right. Actually, it is a shame that people are terrified of catching a cold, but they're not terrified of God. Like, you should be afraid of God. Not only can God kill you, he can kill your soul. Like right now, at any minute, anyone, I could be here right now talking to you guys, and if the Lord wanted me home, I would drop dead right in front of you. That's it. I'm done. I'm done here. Which, honestly, kids running around, I always feel so bad for them. They're having so much fun. They have no idea what's going on, man. Ignorance is truly bliss. But God has the ultimate power to not only take your life, but to also take your soul. You should be so afraid of that. Eternal separation is terrifying. Oh man, is that terrifying. But a lot of these people, and I think personally, with taking this, miracle cure, just like those celebrities who sold their soul, what they don't really understand is not only are you doing a lot of things terribly, but you are taking the power away from God over your own life. So these celebrities that sell their soul, God no longer has that. Well, he does, but Satan has the power now to end their life whenever he wants. That's why all these like celebrities die young all the time, like the 27 Club, or things like that. Like, you gave the ultimate power that you have, which is destiny over your own life through God, and you're giving that to Lucifer. Like, here you go, Lucifer. Give me all these worldly possessions, and in return, you can end my life whenever you want, and, well, you can keep my soul afterwards. And they don't even know what that means. And you should see all the people that end up coming out later, and they're like, I don't know what I've done. I didn't know it was going to be like this. I just thought that this and that. I didn't know it was real. And half these people that stand before God, I firmly believe that, when God judges them, and a lot of these people are going to be sent, to hell, as unfortunate as it is, they're gonna look at God and all these excuses. They're gonna be like, well, I didn't know. How was I supposed to know? And he's gonna say, did I not send you messengers? Did you not have access to a Bible at any given time? You can go to any library. You can get one mailed to you right now through any church. Do people not have access to that? Yes, you do. A lot of people have one just laying around, but you know what? I bet they've never read it. I bet they have never read it. Yep, yep, yep. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and head on in. First, let me show you this. Here's another one. Am I getting him? He's way up there. I don't know if I'm getting him, but he's way up there. I hope I'm getting him. I can't see a damn thing. Yeah, but he's way up there. And there's one off in the distance too, but you won't be able to see him either. He's way out there in the corner. I hope you can see him. But guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day here. I'm gonna go in and drink some coffee and whatnot, and we'll do an actual live stream on Saturday. I actually spent a lot of time doing this live stream. I only wanted to be out here for a minute really quick, but I ended up being out here for like an hour. So honestly, I'll probably postpone the video till tomorrow because I only have like a short little bit of time after work, and I didn't plan on being on here for over an hour. So this is what we got today. We got a chat. So I hope you guys don't mind because it takes me a minute to like gather everything up and to actually make the video. I haven't even eaten any dinner yet, but yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will talk to you very soon, and I will make a video, and God bless all of you and all of your families, and stay vigilant, stay free, and don't ever, ever, ever let anybody tell you any different from what you actually know to be true. Because sometimes, you know, it can feel like maybe I am crazy, maybe I'm not looking in the right direction, but you got to think. You got to think. Like the spell is powerful. You know, the spell that Trump literally said that was cast over the whole world. It's powerful, but God is more powerful, and we all need to know that. So, God bless you guys. I don't know how to get off of here, but I'll see you very soon.